So Bruno Fernandes decided that he was going to tell everyone what went down between him, Man United, and Saudi Arabia last transfer window. And he pretty much said that Man United wanted him out. Like, they were like, well, if you ended up at Saudi Arabia and they paid us that nice, couple million quid, that it would be all right, that they'd be cool with it. And Ruben Amorim had to actually convince him to stay, because he was like, well, if I'm not, wanted here, then kind of seemed like he had one foot out the door, because he also mentioned that, like, he could play in Saudi Arabia one day, and how it'd be a part of this league that's growing, and his family, they could have all this sun, and in Manchester, it's rain, it's cold. So he kind of hinted at both sides there, kind of like leaving that option there. But he also did say that, compared to other players that played for Man United recently, that, like, he values this club a lot, and that he's always there, he's always available, and he's always delivered. And there's some truth in that, because Bruno Fernandes has arguably been the best player that Man United has had over the last couple of years. And he does get criticized often about how, like, he's the captain of the team, but he doesn't quite act like the captain of the team, that he, like, complains a lot. But one thing you can't take away from Bruno Fernandes is he delivers. We're talking about a player that's constantly scoring goals and assists. And the last match, he got a goal, he scored a free kick, and he leads the league in assists. And only Erling Haaland has more goals and assists in the Premier League. So Bruno Fernandes has definitely been one of the best players to play in the Premier League. But there's still a lot of issues here, because Bruno Fernandes has been playing out of position for Man United, and we've kind of known that this was an issue for the team. So he's kind of like blamed for a lot of the stuff that goes down. Often he's kind of used as a scapegoat because he's playing out of position, but he's still, even playing out of position, Bruno Fernandes has still delivered a lot on offense. And he's been up there with, like, Kevin De Bruyne in terms of just being the best playmakers in the league. So, but what should have happened? Like, should Bruno Fernandes have left Man United and gone to Saudi Arabia? Like, look, I think that Bruno Fernandes probably did end up going to Saudi Arabia because the World Cup's coming up and he wanted to compete at the highest level. So he probably felt that staying at Man United and playing under Ruben Amorim was his best decision. And there's no argument about that. But there's still a lot of questions about, like, is Bruno Fernandes going to go to Saudi Arabia next transfer window? Because this kind of, like, opens the door a bit, because he's spilling the tea here. He's telling us what's going on behind the scenes, and the timing is just odd. Like, this just leaks out like a day after he scores a goal and assist. It's almost like he was, like, waiting for the perfect moment when he delivered on the pitch, and he could be like, yeah, like, I'm gonna do this interview, and look, I scored a goal and assist. Like, I'm still the guy on this team, even though you guys are trying to push me out. So it almost felt kind of like hey, I don't feel appreciated at this club, so I'm going to drop this story and tell everyone that you guys are trying to kick me out, because I'm still one of the best players in the league, and, show me some respect. So, like, that's kind of what it seems like with Bruno Fernandes. But what do you guys think? Should Bruno Fernandes should he have left last year, last transfer window? Should he have gone? Should he have stayed? Why did he even go ahead and say this? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.